So the bay scallops are pretty unique. They are diver caught here in the Baja. So
Diver caught.
We're by divers, right?
Like the hat.
Divers.
Divers.
And that's good for the environment, that's good for the fishery, that's good for a lot of great reasons.
My tummy, good for my tummy.
Good for eating. But tell us about the East Coast scallops and
the East Coast scallops. We went through this earlier, you know, bottom draggers, not good.
Why isn't that good?
It's destructive to the habitat. And those of you that know me personally know that I just spent the last 14 months battling MLPA, the Marine Life Protection Initiative, so I really don't want to get into habitat, consistent kelp, and larval dispersal, so we're going to stick with just, yeah, exactly. We're just going to stick with the scallops on the East Coast. What happens is they drag and rake and roll over these rocks, and they take all kinds of stuff, so they have a pretty good bycatch. Whereas over here in the Baja, it's very well regulated. One by one, these guys are going down there with a mask and a hookah. And actually, AllOutdoorsRadio.com has a special of the week seafood, and one of their pictures has a collage of one of the scallop divers going out. These guys are going out in a ponga with a low compressor and a hookah. They're going down there and they're harvesting this stuff. It's very well regulated. Like I said, when the market goes up, they harvest. When the market goes down, they don't harvest, pretty much.
Well, that's one form of regulation, and that did happen this year. They've also got certain seasons for certain areas, and they have to go out and find them. The Mexican government provides money to go out and do research and find out where these banks are. There's consistent areas in about 3/4 of the way down in Magdalena Bay that have banks and divers know about, and they go check, and sometimes there's just no scallop on the bank. They're all on the sides, they're all deeper. This year they found them in Puerto Penasco, which is in the Sea of Cortez on the upper end, which kind of freaked everybody out. Wow, we got bay scallops, and they were giant. They were big, large size bay scallops. So anyway, bay scallop fishery is pretty neat. We have actually branded both our Mano de Leon and bay scallops as divers.
That's my idea.
My name, what's my name? Cortez? No, Cortez.
Shell crushers.
Someone with his name. We had put him in that. And
I'm in a hat and drew. Yeah, too much.
But at the end, so we branded a scallop, and this is our first time branding. We're going through the Boston Seafood Show and showing off our brands to all our friends. Hopefully they won't think it's silly. But so the scallops here, diver caught is a good thing. And what are we going to do? Yeah, there's no chemicals added whatsoever, and you will. And it's not their fault. It's tradition. But East Coast scallops all have, well, 95% have trifosodium phosphate and other chemicals added to inflate the size. These are natural, no chemicals added. Right out of the shell, into a bag, into either our freezer or our cooler, and then into our buckets when we're selling wholesale.
On these scallops here, these are hand-harvested diver scallops. This is the little foot right here that holds the scallop into the shell. And what you want to do is you just want to pinch that and just kind of work it loose, and it comes right off. You definitely want to cook. You don't want to cook this because you just don't want to do it. It's too hard and too chewy. So when you get ours are diver dry scallops. Again, there's no trisodium phosphate or water injected. So when you get these, you want to set them up on a paper towel, and you want to pat them dry before you sear them. There's a couple of things that you can do with these scallops. Eating them raw, of course, works very well. I mean, because sometimes we get too busy and I got to eat something, so we just grab them. With these scallops here, you can actually take these scallops and you can slice these into several different pieces, and you can actually put it on a plate like that, squeeze a lemon on it, sprinkle a little tequila on it, and go to town. Just one of those things. Go into Costco. You'll notice that all the scallops are the same color, and they're all bleached white. But there's a reason for that. They're IQF, which is individually quick frozen, and they do have trisodium phosphate to preserve them. Okay, so think about that. Remember what you put into your body.